Columbus, Kansas, and Miami, Oklahoma celebrate homecoming. KOAM News at 10 is next. Now at 10, Kohl's becomes a target after an employee is accused of questionable behavior in a dressing area. Plus, the sky is the limit for the Columbus Day celebration. And the city of Miami turns out to celebrate War Dog's homecoming.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
A woman is claiming that a transgender employee was peeking over her dressing room at the retail store Kohl's yesterday. This is KOAM News at 10. I'm Elise Snowy. According to the Joplin Police Department, the woman, Natalia Burleson, says she then saw a, quote, male employee in a dress who was peeking over the dressing room door at her. According to Burleson, she confronted the employee and then contacted the manager, who said the employee would be temporarily moved. However, Burleson did not believe the manager. And she says she then contacted the police out of concern for her privacy, regardless of the person's gender.
I was very disappointed that the manager doesn't have concern that this man is looking in my dressing room. Whether it's a woman or a man, no one should be looking into the dressing room of someone who is in a compromised position changing clothes. That is not a reasonable expectation of privacy.
Burleson did not wish to pursue charges. We have reached out to Kohl's for a statement, and they have not provided one at this time. Meteorologist Sam Lane joins us with a first look at weather.
Well, fall certainly has arrived today. We reached our afternoon high at around lunchtime at 70 degrees. But in the meantime, we've already dropped down into the lower 40s, which of course is below the normals of 74 and 52, nowhere near those records of 90 and 33. Now by tomorrow morning, it's going to be in the 30s, but the record tomorrow is 26. So I think that record is safe for tonight, but it's already down to 39. In places like Parsons, and 40 in Neodesha, 43 in Nevada, 42 in Lamar, so very chilly air spilling in across the area. And the winds today behind that cold front were gusting at times up to 20 miles per hour, but now the winds have died down to around calm or less than 10 miles per hour, so there's really not much of a wind chill. We're expecting temperatures to drop through the 40s tonight all the way down to about 37 by tomorrow morning. So if you're heading out tomorrow for the Balloon Fest in Columbus, they start off at around sunrise with a temperature of 37 degrees. So it's going to be frosty. And then tomorrow afternoon, we're going to look at 62 degrees with sunny skies, and that looks nice for Sunday as well. And I'll detail all the forecasts coming up in just a little bit.
All right, thanks, Sam. The Miami War Dogs are getting into the community spirit. It's homecoming week there, so they celebrated with a parade from Main Street to the football stadium. It was capped off with a pep rally. Officials say it's not only a way to get the school fired up, but the community as well.
Dogs on top! It's dogs, 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 dogs! Go War Dogs! Wow!
It's pretty special. It's pretty awesome to have this unity that we have in this community, and to see things grow and see things, happen. And, when you have pride in your local sports team, something to rally around, it really brings people together.
Miami faces Skytook tonight. You can catch the highlights on Fox 14 during Press Box at 11. The city of Columbus, Kansas is full of celebrations today. One of those celebrations is homecoming. Today they hosted a parade down Maple Street. Members of the junior high and high school bands marched with floats. And of course, plenty of candy was tossed out to the crowd. The 54th annual Columbus Day Festival kicked off today. More than 30 activities will take place this weekend, and some already happened today. KOAM's Fernanda Silva has the story.
The hot air balloon glow lit up the skies in Columbus as the city started the celebration of Columbus Day Festival. It was a busy first day for the 3-day event. The Scarecrow contest took place in the morning, bringing to Maple Street current themes like Barbie and the reported romance between Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. Businesses, organizations, and individuals joined the competition.
We actually borrowed the mannequin from someone, and they were like, yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, they didn't question it. They're really nice people around here, so being a part of it, and it's important for everybody to come together.
Visitors also had the chance to check an art exhibit that will be opened throughout the weekend.
An event like this is important to bring the community together and create that sense of working together and being a family and participating in different things and keeping the community alive and bringing people downtown.
The balloon regattas are scheduled to happen at 7 a.m. and at 5 p.m. on Saturday and at 7 a.m. on Sunday. But the most expected attraction depends on the weather to happen.
That's wind, fog, rain, snow, sleet, whatever, and such. So, you know, and we can't call a flight until we meet with our pilots, and that's usually about 15 minutes before we expect to do it.
According to the organizer, this is a unique experience in the 4 states area.
Reaches their interest. There's something for everyone to do, but for the balloons, so many people, you don't see hot air balloons flying around in this area.
In Columbus, Fernanda Silva, KOAM News.
There were 10 pilots as part of today's regatta. Coming up, Frontenac takes on Baxter Springs in the game of the week. John has the details in just a few minutes when we kick off a brand new edition of Friday Night Football.
It's the final.
A Pittsburgh-based manufacturer let the public get an inside look at their operations. Hicks Corporation today hosted an open house of its facility. It included a tour of the facility, demonstrations, and giveaways. It's part of Manufacturing Day, a national celebration aimed at inspiring the next generation of manufacturers.
Manufacturing is no longer dirty, dangerous, and dark. It's really an opportunity to look at how to be a creator, you know, how to create products that are actually used by the public, and really give them the insight into what manufacturing careers could look like.
Hicks Corporation is located on East 27th Terrace in Pittsburgh. A little later, John has a full slate of area football to tell us all about in the latest edition of Friday Night Football.
And I'm going to tell you about how cold it's going to be tomorrow morning along with some frost. We'll have the answer when we come back.
From 6 to 10 p.m.
Well, it was a beautiful day across the area once the clouds moved out this evening and temperatures have responded as a result. Now we have some very cool air filtering in from the north, including at Seneca, Missouri to Indigo Sky Casino and Resort, where it is mostly fair and light winds and low dew points. And that's going to allow the temperatures to drop quite a bit tonight. Looking at 20th and Rangeline, things are looking pretty good in Joplin, 43 degrees right now, and the dew point is 38. Humidity 82%, and the wind is right now very light and variable, south-southwest at 3. Temperatures across the area are not only chilly here in the 4 states, but look up to the north, already 33 in Rapid City, 35 in Goodland, and we're going to see temperatures in the mid-30s by the morning, so definitely much cooler out there. In fact, we're under a frost advisory for southeastern Kansas, northeastern Oklahoma, southwest Missouri, with the exception in our area being Benton County, Arkansas, and Delaware County in Oklahoma. So don't be surprised to find some frost on the old pumpkin by tomorrow morning. Clouds have been moving out of here all afternoon and evening long, and that's allowing clear skies, light winds, low dew points, and lots of radiational cooling. And that's what's going to allow temperatures to drop down into the 30s. A little bit wider view shows the clouds with that front stretching from basically Little Rock to Oklahoma City and moving towards the south. And all this cold air is spilling down from the north straight out of Canada right down into the 4 states, and it's going to continue to do that for the next couple of days. So tonight we're going to see lows dropping down into the mid-30s, generally around 36, 37 degrees with a little bit of frost out there. Then as we head through the midday hour, we're looking at temperatures in the mid-50s with light winds. And then tomorrow afternoon, with lots of sunshine, it's still only going to make it into the lower 60s with light and variable winds. Then as we go into Sunday morning, not quite as chilly, but still cool, low 30s or lower 40s across the area with upper 30s up to the north. And then Sunday afternoon looking pretty pleasant with temperatures in the upper 60s to around 70 degrees. And then as we go into Monday morning, we're going to see lows generally in the 40s across the area with northeasterly winds. How about the next 7 days? Well, pretty nice weather this weekend. Can't argue with it one bit. And then as we head into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week, that's when the next chance of rain starts to move in. And guess what? More cool air behind that system for next weekend with highs in the 60s and lows in the 30s.
cool air and rain
Yeah.
that we need. What more could we ask for?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. You heard it here.
That's right.
Thanks, Sam. Well, don't forget, you can be the first to know about the day's weather with the KOAM Skywatch weather app. Get severe weather updates sent straight to your phone, free of charge. It's available in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store, the KOAM Skywatch weather app. The Carl Junction Christian Church today held its biannual Caring Closet surplus sale. The community could come out and find clothing in all sizes, toys, houseware items, baby items, shoes, and more. If the selection wasn't a good enough reason for the public to turn out, each item was only 25 cents. The funds also go to a good cause to support the mission of fostering hope.
Our community is so generous that we get so many items, which is awesome. And so now we get to sell those items, which will allow us to be able to buy new socks, new underwear, new items that foster kiddos need and foster families need.
The Caring Closet surplus sale continues tomorrow. Well, that will do it for Sam and myself tonight. It's time to turn it over to John and our full sports team for the latest edition of Friday Night Football action. It kicks off right after the break.
You're watching 4 State Friday Night, proudly sponsored by GN Bank, Crawcan, Sticklin and Sticklin Law Firm, and Macco Builders.
Welcome into 4 States Friday Night. In sports, oftentimes it's not about how you start, but rather how you finish. And a team with that mindset entering this week is Frontenac. The Raiders opened the year with a 7-point loss to Colgan. From that point on, Frontenac has won 4 in a row, bringing them to a road contest this evening at Baxter Springs. Now the Lions enter that game at 4-1. They came back to beat Galena on the road last week. Frontenac wins the toss. They receive, and on the third play from scrimmage, Cal Turlip uncorks one deep over the middle. Brogan Smith there to haul it in. 60-yard bomb. Frontenac leads 7-0. Raiders up 14-0, still first quarter. Gavin Whithune gets the toss. Take a look at that lead block from Peyton McDonald. All the way to the end zone. Raiders take a 20-0 lead. Still first quarter, more to come. Frontenac forces a punt. This time McDonald showing off the speed. Takes it to the house from 30 yards out. 27-0 Raiders. Next possession, Frontenac already had 1 pick six. Here comes another one. Wyatt Frazier steps in front of the pass. Second interception return for a touchdown in just the first quarter. Raiders dominate on the road. They win 62-7. Now over to the SEK Conference. Pittsburgh has turned its season around since that blowout loss to the Blue Comets of Chanute back in a few weeks ago, but lost at Paola at home last week. Tonight, Purple Dragons try to bounce back against Independence. Start of the third quarter, Dragons 20, Independence 7. Running back Malcolm Riley trying to shimmy his way through before running into a wall of Bulldogs. QB Camden Julian launching downfield. Next possession, he's picked off. Intercepted. Defensive back Carson Nicholson with the pick for the Purple Dragons. Stays 20-7. Quick handoff, Malcolm Riley. This time gets a little bit more yardage for the Purple Dragons. Little mishandle on this fumble. Ball bounces around. It's free there. It's still free. Bulldogs end up taking possession, trying to build momentum. LaMarcus Allen gets the carry. First down, Independence. Hawking the ball down, Gabe Kimsey with the tackle in the backfield. Next play, Stone Peary, full speed through the line before getting tied up by some Bulldogs. Pittsburgh goes on to win a close one, 20-13, your final score. Now nothing seems to be slowing down the Colgan Panthers. I think we agree Colgan gonna make a deep run tonight. They hit the road against the Columbus Titans. Colgan coming hot out of the gate in this one. Quarterback Tucker Harrell takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He shifts 2 gears before getting into the end zone. First points of the game. Panthers take the early lead. Now kickoff return. Jaden Rodriguez scoops it up and carries. Sets the Titans up with some nice possession for Columbus. Later on, though, Colgan gets it back, pitch to Clayton Adamson, slips a defender, takes it to the house. 14-0, Panthers lead. Back kicked again to Columbus. A little bit of a nice return here before getting brushed down by a defender. Looking right, that pass tipped and incomplete. Still 14-0 at this point. Tucker Harrell again, a little deja vu here. Takes it to the opposite side, towards the end zone and scores. His second touchdown of the day, 21-0 Panthers at that point. Colgan stays perfect. They go on to win 59-20. Now over to Missouri, Joplin at Carl Junction. Eagles up 20-7. CJ driving though here, trying to score right before the half. Dexter Merrill finds Bentley Rowden. Next play though, he's picked off. Chavis Coleman reads the quarterback's eyes all the way, gets the INT. Ensuing play, Joplin looking to add to its score before the half, but Hobbs Gooch, his pass is picked off. Johnny Starks makes the play. We go into halftime, 20-7. Out of the locker rooms, Joplin looks like a little bit of a shank on that kick, but that's on purpose. Takes an Eagle bounce, it's loose, and it gets picked up by Garen Berry. Live football, Eagles get great field position. They're forced to settle for 3 though. Ibsen back on the field, and he connects on a 34-yarder that put Joplin up 23-7. Carl Junction, right after that, Marquez Lopez-Derman runs into a brick wall of defenders. Joplin goes on to win this one. First win in the month, they do so comfortably, 37-13. Well, now we got a break here on 4 States Friday night. Stick with us, though. We got a nail-biter between Carthage and Webb City, the Silver Tiger game between Nevada and Lamar, and Wyandotte trying to remain undefeated. Highlights from those games and more right after this. Hey, welcome back into 4 States Friday night. We stay in the state of Missouri now. COC battle between Carthage and Webb City, each one with a little bit of momentum. Carthage on a hot streak, winning 3 of their last 3 games in a row. Webb City even hotter, 5 wins in a row for the Cardinals. We start this one out in the first quarter. Cardinals on offense, handoff up the middle. Andrew Elwell punches it in. Webb City leads 7-0. Carthage hands it off. Darren Witt to the left side and into the end zone for the touchdown. We're tied at 7 apiece with these two teams trading blows. Cardinals, next possession, Gabe Johnson in a QB. Quarterback keeper, and guess what? Webb City with a house call of its own. Johnson goes all the way, 67 yards. Tigers respond though. Brady Carlton passes it to the right. Landon Collins makes not 1, 2, or 3, but 6 Cardinals miss and takes it in for the score. Now into the fourth. Webb City trailing 20-13, 1 minute left. Carlton coughs up the football. That's a live ball. Webb recovers. We go ahead, 5 seconds left. Last chance now for Webb City. Braden McKee throws a prayer into the end zone. It's not answered. Falls incomplete. Carthage wins a nail-biter, 20-13 to continue its winning streak. Now over to the Big 8. Nevada enters the night undefeated. Lamar just 1 loss. It came against Seneca, who's unbeaten as well. That sets up a big clash between Lamar and Nevada tonight. Lamar on the road. All Tigers in this one. Nevada against Lamar. Silver Tiger game. Only one team can win. Starting off with the opening kickoff, Lamar wins the toss, chooses to receive, but fumbles the football. That's loose on the turf, and Nevada will recover it. Great field position, but give credit to the Lamar defense. They come in, force a 3 and out. Now the first Lamar possession. Trent Torback goes to Ian Googie, who continues to have a tremendous year. Big gain, first down Lamar. Later in the drive, Tigers fumble on 3rd down, but they're going to recover it. So big stop by the Nevada defense. Next Nevada offensive possession. Incomplete pass here over the top. Fans wanted a pass interference call, but we play on. That sets up a punt. Why are we showing you a punt? Well, because Ian Googie's the one on the other side of it. He makes a cut, makes a couple of guys miss. He's down the sideline, and he's gone. Googie gonna take this one to the house. Lamar goes up 7-0. Lamar goes on to win 14-0 on the road at Nevada. Over to the Sooner State now. Miami could use a win. The War Dogs lost 2 in a row against Cushing and Tulsa McLean in the past couple weeks. They stay at home at Red Robertson Field tonight against Skytook. Chilly night in Miami. Big run here. Starting out the game by Hunter Nichols. Down near the goal line, that sets up another big run. This time it's Chris Kelly, just short of the end zone. Kelly, second time's the charm though. He reaches across the goal line and in. War Dogs take the early lead with the touchdown. Now following a Miami interception, War Dogs at the goal line again. This time Braylon Riley scores. Extra point is good, up by 2 scores now. Miami at home on the ensuing kickoff. Skiatook's Chris Eustace pops off. Big gain. Gets all the way to midfield. First down and 10, though. All for naught. Skiatook fumbles the football. Miami recovers, and that sets up this touchdown pass. Sam Lillard places it beautifully to Logan Simigang for a touchdown. Miami gets back in the win column in style. 61-0 final score. Now, one of the biggest turnaround stories in Oklahoma is the play of Wyandotte. Last year at this time, the Bears dropped their 6th game of the season. Tonight, they enter at 6-0. Wyandotte at home, after winning the coin toss, chooses to receive, and a little check down pass here. Hunter White, Brady Laughlin, good gain. Keep things going on the ground this time. White keeps it for the sideline, gets pushed out of bounds. Bears then try and air it out over the top, but Evan Brown just can't quite connect. Ketchum takes over on downs, but a big stop here by Wyandotte's Mason Brown. That forces the Warriors to punt. Bears trying to capitalize, but another missed grab there by Evan Brown. However, fumble on a punt return there. Wyandotte recovers. Bears finally do capitalize that wide open touchdown pass. Brady Laughlin. They go up 7-0. They go on to win 29-26. Well, that's all the time we have for you in this edition of 4 States Friday Night. Join us in just 30 minutes on Press Box on Fox 14. Highlights from more games. Brock Baldridge joins me. We'll let you choose the Performer of the Week. We hope to see you then.